All right, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's pigtails and rice. Let's show you how to get this going. So right here we have some pigtails. Now we're making a classic rice. Staple in the South, pigtails and rice. If you ever had it before, you know what this is, and if you haven't had it, you don't know what you're missing. So the first thing we're gonna do is take our rub. So this is some spices. I got some paprika here, onion powder, garlic powder, red chili flakes, oregano, thyme, and I have some filet powder. I'm just gonna get it mixed together. And I got salt over here to my left. And I don't put any salt to my rubs, as you know. I'm just gonna show you guys how to make a really fast, simple, easy rub. If you're spending 15 bucks a bottle, stop doing it. Watch and learn, my friends. You'll be healthier and you'll save yourself a ton of money. Okay, so we got this going here. And that's not only barbecue rubs, that's anything, supermarket wise. You know, if you see anything on the shelf of a supermarket for spices, seasoned salt, all that stuff, terrible in salt. So here we go. Now we got that on here, onto our pigtails we go. Now, a lot of times I use pressure cookers for the inside because by the time you boil all this down and boil out the flavor, you're stuck with no flavor. So the pressure cookers come in really handy as far as seasoning your meat and cooking it down, because all that seasoning will stay right on there. It's not boiling out in the water. And you'll save a lot of money on seasonings as well too, because you won't need as much. All right, so I'm gonna stop there with the rub. Now I use 2 different hands with the rub, so this way I don't put the same hands back in there for seasoning. Now I can get my hands a little dirty in there and just get all that rub onto them from the tray. This way nothing goes to waste. And now that you got all that nice rub on there, into the cooker they go. Just like that. I'm just finishing up the rest of the rub on my tray as I pull them away and get them into the cooker. Now that we got those in there, we're gonna go in with some onion, just regular white onion, and a touch of garlic. We're gonna use the rest afterwards. And the rice. That's it. Got a little rub here, and we're just gonna add a little bit in here. Just a little bit. Maximum flavor, why not? And we got our water. Now this is making a stock, so you don't need anything in here like chicken broth or beef broth or anything else like that. Pork broth, you're making it right here. So you can use this for a lot of different things. Right up to the meat. We lock this on 35 minutes, and we meet you right back here to put our rice together, so don't go anywhere. All right, 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. We're out. Let's show you what we got. So here are our pigtails. Now this is the broth that came out of those pigtails. And we're gonna go into the rice with this. We're gonna make the rice with this, but over here we have some celery, carrot, scallion, which is green onion, and we have some garlic. We got a little bit more green onion over here in case we need this later on. I'm going to show you these pigtails. Now these were 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. That's all it took. If I were to have these in the pot and boiling them, they would take about 2.5 hours to 3 hours. And I want you to see how tender these are. So I'm just going to take this spoon and just go like this and just show you that pulls right off. And these are going to go into the rice. Onto the stove we go. Alright, so we put our rice on the stove. Now what we did was we have the rice in here, it's dry. There's no water in here. We took a couple of ladles of that nice broth and we put it in here and we started it off, and that's where you are now. So we want the oils to come to the top, and we want to evaporate some of that water that we added in there, because there's water in there and there's pork fat in there. So we're just going to toast our rice off. Get our rice nice and toasty there. And while we're toasting up our rice, we're going to get the Trinity in there. Carrot. So we're going to keep toasting this off. Now the reason why you want to toast your rice off is because it brings that flavor, and you're building flavor right now. Get your rice nice and toasty. You're not going to burn it. Now this is going to toast off for a little bit, then we're going to start to add our liquid, and we'll meet you right back there, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, just when you can start to smell the garlic, we get a little bit of liquid in. A little bit of that nice stock that we took out of those pigtails over there. So we're going to get this in. And we're going to deglaze our pan with that at the same time. Get that nice rice off the bottom there. Now I cooked this with the lid off. I'm not going to put the lid back on into the end. And we're just going to add the liquid little by little. That's our stock. That's what you're doing. You're using all that nice pork fat in there. You're using it just like lard. So we didn't add any lard or anything to this. Any kind of oils. We just used that pork fat with that broth. And we're just going to add little by little on high. I'm going to add a little bit more. And we're going to let this cook down. We're going to meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so we put our rice on simmer. And it's slowing down. And now this is where you want to add those beautiful tails. We're just going to get them right in there. Get them down into the rice there. Get them covered. You know, you guys that had this, I know what you're saying right now. Like, wow. That's some good eating right there. And you're absolutely right. Because if you never had it, you would never know. Alright, I'm just going to put these in. Just like that. And what I'll do is I'll add a little bit more broth inside there. We're just going to let her cook down. Just like that. On low. Alright. We're going to get the lid on this and let it cook down. We'll meet you back here in about 15 minutes, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, our pigtails and rice is done. Let's show you what we got over here. Look at that. Beautiful. That's how you want that. not mushy. Let's plate up. Now before we plate up, I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of scallions on the top of here. That's how you would present that if you were plating up with this in a bowl, or just right in there. And we're just going to take one of these nice pigtails and get it in here. Some of that nice rice. And let's put our tail right on top of there. Maybe a little bit more rice over there. And then we're going to just go in with some scallion. A little fresh scallion, can't go wrong with that. Alright, and there it is, pigtails and rice. And if you like this video and more videos about to come, don't forget to hit that bell, hit that like. Let us know you like the video. And until next time, no further ado, gotta put master taste there.